All right, everybody, welcome in. How you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing well today. Let's see where we go. These are general messages, but if you're here because of the title or because something grabs your eye, there's something in here for you. All right, let's see where we go. Any zodiac signs that do show up in this reading, I'll definitely look at them in the extended. If you're looking for individual zodiac readings, here you go. I'll put a little card there so you can find your individual zodiac readings. Mystic Healer, Watching Clouds, Wise Leader. Wow. Some of you have opened up to your gifts already, and you're like looking around for something to do with them. Okay? Like you're already doing it. I just want you to understand, no matter how you are putting your gifts out there, right? Let me just see if I can get this much more specific for you. Your being in your higher frequency energy is shining your light, and that is a gift. Okay? I had a woman, I forget which, this was the Thursday Live for Pathfinders, or it was Wednesday night, but she was saying to me that she's a singer. And she wants to know how she can put her gifts to use, like in her singing. Can she make it be like a spiritual song or something like that? I'm like, you're channeling when you're singing. That's the gift. That's the gift. All right. So whatever music you're drawn to or whatever experiences you're drawn to, you're using this gift to channel that energy. And that is sort of shining out into the world through your voice. You don't have to sing the Song of Solomon or chant mantras for it to be a spiritual gift. You can be Mick Jagger. That's a gift. Okay? So it doesn't have to be I think you know what I'm saying. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be a cantor in a Jewish community. You don't have to be that religious or spiritual expression of the gift. Does not have to be in the content of the gift. Okay? So there's something here about it's okay, just chill, relax. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Some of you need to hear that you think you're I'm not doing enough, or I'm not putting myself out there enough, or there's not nearly enough of my spirituality being into my gift. You could be an accountant and that's your gift, right? You're helping someone manage their finances. That's a gift. Not everybody can do it, okay? So I think that's the reason why we overlook our gifts. And later this month, I'm going to do a class about harnessing your gifts and expanding on your gifts and, working with your 8th and 9th chakra to open to your gifts. That class is going to happen, I think it's June 28th. So there's a link below in the description box if you want to jump on that class. And I think that's one of those misnomers that all of a sudden you think you have to be in flowing robes and everything. When I first started to do tarot on YouTube, I had resisted it for quite a long time because that's not who I am. That's not how the gift is channeled through me, right? I'm channeling through tarot and through astrology and through, I'm, a North Node Gemini. So I'm interested in digging into, or 8th house is digging in, but learning my way along, right? I'm interested in reading and collecting and asking questions and all of that. That's how my gift is channeled. So you might already be doing your spiritual gifts, and you just, because you're not wearing, when I was going to say, when I started doing tarot, I was not going to, I don't see myself as the flowing robe or the, crystal ball type at all. And I'm sure you see that every day, right? You're not seeing that with me. But yet the gift is getting channeled. Gifts channel in unique and interesting ways. So let's see where we're going for you here today. All right. Underneath is the 5 of Swords. This guy has been making his presence known. Ace of Swords, which I love, coming in right after that. Woo! 10 of Cups, beautiful. 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness. King of Pentacles, High Priestess. Wow. Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. There's a very nice energy here of balance. Some of you have, some of you who are, okay. Some of you have had some experiences of people lying to you and cheating on you, or being manipulative or rageful or angry, and, you know, showing a better face to you. But I feel like right now, I almost feel like you're kind of, one of the gifts you're opening up to, if you're watching this video, one of the gifts you have starts from your own ability to see other people lying and cheating, to see it, right? Like if you've had in the past had this experience where, you know, after many, many months, years even, of someone being behind your back, lying or cheating or manipulative or anything like that, you get out of that relationship and you're like, yeah, I kind of knew that a long time before I let myself believe it. Okay? And that wasted time. But this gift is channeling through your intuition. So that experience of someone being not who they pretend to be, they're not who they present themselves as. And you might have fallen in love with a lot of these type of people, or you might have been connected with a lot of these type of people. Your family might have been this type of people where they're, you know, it's like they're not who they appear to be. And I feel like this intuitive sense of other people, a lot of you on my channel have said to me that my picker is broken. I always choose these partners who turn out to be cheaters or third parties, or I'm a twin flame and I'm getting sucked into with my twin lesson after lesson about third party and all this kind of stuff. I feel like what's happening now is you're finally saying, oh, that's my superpower. I had all this experience with this nonsense, with people lying and cheating and going behind my back and being terrible friends and terrible life partners and all of that. Oh. What you're really being shown is you have a superpower for intuition that you have been blocking. And this partner, these friends, this, you know, third party energy experiences have been trying to wake you up to your intuition. Blessing in disguise, for sure. So now that you look back at it, you see the truth of the situation. I feel like you give people 10, 20 chances. Queen of Swords is like, trust but verify. And also, yeah, not everybody deserves more than a second chance, right? You give someone a chance and they do something stupid, or they do something, so you're like, is that deliberate malfeasance? Is that a deliberate nastiness that's seeping out through the cracks of their beautiful facade? Or was it a mistake? And now you know the difference. Now you know the difference, and you have self-confidence around that difference. That not everybody gets a second chance. Like, you see the people who are, you know, you see the people who mean to do you harm a lot quicker. Like, one chance, no second chances. All right, that, my friend, is a superpower, and you're going to need it, because I do feel like now that you are aware of this, I do think you're going to have this magical opportunity that someone is coming in as, could be a life partner, could be a business partner, could be somebody's coming in, and you're like, you need to learn, you need not just to learn, you need to then put this magical power, this superpower, into play right now, like immediately. You're no longer at the place where you're going through these cycles of 10 and 20 chances. Like, how many times does this person have to hurt you before you're like, oh yeah, okay, that's who they are to me. That is the lesson that I have to learn from them. How many times do I have to learn this lesson? Queen of Swords is like, once. That's it. High Priestess looks right at you. Looks right through you. This is the superpower that's coming in. So many of you on this channel have said to me, they're a twin flame, so I stay with them even though it's an abusive relationship. I'm here to tell you, I hardly ever say this to people, but like, no. That's not what that lesson is trying to teach you. That lesson is trying to teach you self-protection and self-love. It's not trying to say, I'm going through these difficult circumstances no matter what. It's trying to say, wake up. Love yourself. That's what that's trying to say. So some of us have given twin flames 10 and 20 chances. Some of us have not recognized that those twin flames are really plutonic relationships. I did talk about this last week, plutonic relationships versus twin flame. I teach a class about this. Watch that video. I'll put a little card here. Watch that video about identifying who someone is in your life and why they're there. Plutonic relationships involve Pluto. And Pluto is the planet of transformation. So inherently in that energy of transformation means you're not doing the same things again. When you learn the lesson, that means you don't do that anymore. It doesn't mean like, well, maybe just one more time. Well, maybe he was just having a bad day. There's a much more Queen of Swords. I don't see the Queen of Swords here, but I do see this High Priestess. And High Priestess to me is like the Queen of Swords without the sharp tongue. Queen of Swords has a little bit of a sharp tongue. And this High Priestess is just like silence. So you don't engage anymore in that. You're not triggered by that anymore. You believe what your feelings are telling you. You believe what your own, and that, my friend, is a fixed picker. When you trust your own intuition, that is a fixed picker. How do you fix it? These lessons happen and you learn it. You learn your own truth. You learn to listen to your own inner voice. You learn the difference between fear and intuition. You learn the difference of a message from the guides and something that's like, oh, I don't know. All right, you're learning that lesson. And I almost feel like you have the opposite reaction. There's somebody from your past here, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody could be very immature, somebody could be younger, and you learn to view them correctly. Yeah, Temperance energy, right? You lie to a side, you're done. Knight of Swords, right there again. Hanged Man. Queen of Swords. I do love it when that happens. You learn not to waste your time. 7 of Pentacles. How much time are you going to invest in something? How many times I made some limoncello one time, and I had a friend who was like very funny, but also was not a huge fan of this kind of endeavor, and it was delicious. And so they came over to my house. I was like, you want to try it and see if you like it? And they were like, you know, they took a sip of it and they're like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to keep trying. I'm gonna have to keep trying. I think I have to keep trying this. And to me, it was just kind of like, no, you don't. You know if you like it or you don't. But they didn't want to say, because in the past they've been like, oh, that limoncello stuff, that's stupid, crazy nonsense. You can't make that. That's not good. And they were like, oh, it's delicious. But they didn't want to admit it. It's almost like you don't want to admit it to yourself, that this person is devious or has agendas that are not in alignment with where you're going. And so I feel like you're going in a very positive, high vibration agenda. And this person just keeps getting you to test the limoncello to see if you like it or you don't like it. And I'm here to tell you that it's in the inverse. This person is getting you to drink poison. This person gets you to drink poison over and over and over again until the High Priestess says, no. No more. This is a fixed picker. Okay? And what happens is it's likely that you give this person what for. All right? Even if it's only energetically, because I do think the High Priestess is silence. And I did have someone say to me once, sometimes silence is more effective. Let that person fill in the blank for themselves. Because you know, and I know, that when I fill in the blanks for myself, a lot of times I'm punishing myself much more than I ever would if the other person spoke to me and I knew exactly what it was. If I was confused, I feel like this other person has the same problem. And they kind of fill in the blanks for themselves. And they get twisted around in things. And they don't see things for what they are. They're not seeing things very clearly. I think they have the same problem. And they're mirroring this lesson to you. You finally get it. You're like, nope. Then the lesson's broken. The spell is broken. The lesson is learned. The spell is broken. And they have no power. So it does feel to me a little bit like you're gaining some footing here, gaining some traction. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So I will continue on with this reading. I'm definitely going to look at air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I see Cancerian energy here. And I do see Sag. Okay, so I'll get some cards around those signs. You could be dealing with them, or that could be yours. Let's see where we go. In any rate, wise leader. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. For Pathfinders, let's keep going.